Some people say cats are mysterious, even distant. But then, your cat curls beside you, slow blinking, purring softly, as if the whole world has disappeared and only you remain. Have you ever wondered what your cat truly loves? Not just the toys, not just the treats, but the quiet, secret rituals that speak to their heart. Here's the truth most owners never realize. Only a tiny fraction, about 2%, ever give their cats the things that matter most. The gestures that make them feel safe, seen, and deeply loved. Tonight, let's take a gentle walk through those hidden treasures. 10 things your cat secretly craves, and how giving them even one can change the way they look at you forever. Because to your cat, love isn't always loud. Sometimes it's as soft as a blink, as quiet as a paw resting on your arm, as deep as the trust they place in you without a single word. Thing number 1. Giving them ownership of you. Have you ever felt that gentle nudge on your leg? That soft little headbutt your cat gives you when you're least expecting it? Maybe you were reading, cooking, or even lost in your own thoughts, and suddenly they press their forehead against you, or brush their cheeks along your arm, as if leaving a secret message only you could understand. It's easy to smile at the cuteness of it, but behind that simple act lies one of the deepest emotional bonds a cat can offer. The secret behind the rub. To your cat, scent is everything. In their world, scent equals safety, belonging, and love. When they rub their face against you, they're not just saying hi. They're marking you with their scent, blending their identity with yours. Think of it like this. In the wild, cats mark trees, rocks, and pathways with scent to claim them as safe territory. When they do the same to you, they're not claiming dominance, they're claiming love. They're whispering in the only way they know how, "You are mine. I choose you." Isn't that beautiful? Out of the entire world, your cat decides that you, with all your imperfections, your messy hair days, your busy mornings, are their safe place. The heartbreaking part most owners miss. But here's the delicate part. When a cat rubs against us, how we respond shapes how safe they feel showing that love again. Some people pull away too quickly, some laugh it off, and others simply don't notice. To us, it may feel like nothing. To them, it feels like rejection. And when a cat feels their love is unreturned, they often don't argue or try harder. They quietly stop trying. They close that door in their little feline heart, not because they've stopped loving you, but because they believe you've stopped loving them first. Imagine that, a world where your cat wanted to claim you as family, but gave up because they thought you didn't want it. How to say, "Yes, I'm yours too." Here's the magic. The next time your cat rubs against your leg, don't just let it happen. Lean into it. Offer your head gently toward theirs, lower your shoulder, or softly stroke the side they just marked. Whisper something in a calm voice. "I'm yours too." That tiny act tells your cat, "I accept your love. I belong to you as much as you belong to me." You'll notice something change. Your cat may purr louder, linger longer, or return again and again with even more affection. Why? Because you've opened the door wider. You've shown them their love has a home. A ritual worth protecting. Try turning this into a quiet ritual. When you come home after a long day, kneel down to their level. Let them rub against your face, chest, or hands. Accept their scent offering with stillness and respect. Over time, you'll find your cat greeting you at the door not just out of habit, but out of joy, because they know their love won't go unnoticed. And here's a soft secret. Cats who feel secure in this way often become more relaxed, more confident, and more affectionate in all areas of life. Their trust deepens, their anxiety softens, and their bond with you weaves itself tighter with each little rub. So tonight, pause and remember. When your cat presses their face against you, they are handing you a piece of their heart. Will you lean in and give a piece of yours back? Because in that small, silent moment, something extraordinary happens. You stop being just their owner. You become their chosen family. Before we move on, I'd love to ask you, does your cat have a favorite way of claiming you? Maybe rubbing on your hands, your clothes, or even your laptop while you're working? Share it in the comments. Your story might be the one that makes another cat parent smile tonight. Thing number 2, letting them win at hunting. Have you ever watched your cat's eyes light up when a toy flickers across the floor? Their pupils widen, their body lowers, their tail twitches. And suddenly your sweet, sleepy companion transforms into a fierce little hunter. It's mesmerizing, isn't it? Those playful pounces, the sudden bursts of speed, the lightning focus. But beneath that game lies something ancient, something written in your cat's very bones. Play is more than play. For us, dangling a string or tossing a toy mouse feels like entertainment. For them, it's survival practice. Every chase, every leap, every swat is a rehearsal of instincts thousands of years old. Your cat may live in the comfort of your home with bowls of food waiting for them, But deep inside, they carry the soul of a wild hunter. When they stalk that toy, they aren't just playing. They're proving to themselves, I can still do this. I'm still a cat. The silent frustration most owners don't see. Here's the problem. Many owners unknowingly cut this story short. They make the toy too fast, too elusive. They never let the cat actually catch it. To us, it seems harmless. But imagine this, what if every single time you chased a goal, you failed? Every basket missed, every race lost, every meal just out of reach. Over time, wouldn't that weigh on your spirit? That's exactly what happens inside your cat. When every hunt ends in disappointment, their body fills with pent-up frustration. Sometimes it spills out as midnight zoom eyes, biting or scratching. Other times, it sinks deeper, leaving them restless, unsettled, even quietly sad. It's not misbehavior. It's a soul that never gets to finish its song. The gift of letting them win. Here's where the magic lies. When you let your cat catch the toy, when you slow it down, let them pounce, let their paws pin it to the floor, you complete a sacred cycle. Hunt, get, conquer. It's not about the toy. It's about the story in their blood. You're telling them, you still have it. You are powerful. You are enough. Even better when you reward that kill with a treat or by letting them chew and bite the toy for a while, you mirror the natural sequence. Hunt, catch, eat, rest. And you'll notice something wonderful. Afterward, your cat is calmer, more satisfied, almost glowing with quiet pride. Turning play into trust. But here's what makes it even more beautiful. When you allow them to win, you're not just feeding instinct, you're feeding trust. Think of it, you're the one holding the toy. You're the one with all the control. When you choose to give them victory, you're telling them, I honor who you are. I see the wild in you. I want you to feel proud. That's love in a language they understand. It's not spoken, it's not given with treats or bets, it's given with respect. A ritual of connection. Try making playtime a small ritual each day, even if just for 10 minutes. Let the toy scurry away at first, let them chase, leap and burn their energy. But toward the end, slow it down. Make it stumble. Let them deliver the final pounce. Watch their eyes glow as they proudly carry the toy, or look up at you as if to say, did you see that? In that moment, they're not just a pet. They're your companion, your tiny tiger, your family who just shared their truest self with you. So the next time you play with your cat, remember, it's not about keeping the toy away forever. It's about giving them the gift of triumph. Because in that victory, your cat feels whole. They feel seen. They feel like themselves. And you? You become the one who doesn't just feed their body but honors their soul. When your cat finally catches the toy, what do? Do they strut proudly, carry it around, or flop down with it like a prized treasure? Tell us in the comments. We'd love to celebrate your little hunter's story. Thing number 3, respecting their alone but with you time. Have you ever noticed how your cat will quietly follow you from room to room? Not asking for cuddles, not climbing into your lap, not meowing loudly. Just being there. They sit across the room while you cook. They stretch near the doorway while you work. They curl on the couch just a few feet away while you read. It's not distance. It's not indifference. It's love, in the language of cats. The mystery of silent companionship. Cats have a way of teaching us something we often forget. That love doesn't always need noise or touch. Sometimes, love is simply presence. When your cat chooses to be in the same space as you, but not on you, they're practicing what animal behaviorists call parallel bonding. It means, I feel safe in your energy. I trust you enough to share this quiet with you. To a cat, sitting silently in your orbit is like holding hands without touching. It's their way of saying, I like the world better when you're in it. Where many owners go wrong. Here's where things get tricky. Because humans with our big hearts sometimes misunderstand. We see our cat sitting near us but not engaging and we think, oh, they must be bored. They must need me to pet them. Maybe I should pick them up and bring them closer. But to a cat, that interruption feels like someone barging into your private thoughts just when you're enjoying the silence. It's not rejection when they don't climb onto your lap. It's actually trust. They trust you to let them just be. The power of respecting space. Imagine this. You're sitting quietly, enjoying the soft rhythm of your own thoughts. Then someone comes and pulls you into a hug you weren't ready for. Even if you love them, it feels overwhelming, doesn't it? That's how cats feel when we mistake their silent companionship for a need to be touched. What they're really asking is, can we just exist together? Can you sit there and I'll sit here and we'll both feel safe in this shared silence? Respecting this request is one of the most beautiful gifts you can give your cat. How to honor their quiet love. The next time your cat sits across the room, try this gentle gesture. Instead of calling them over or reaching out, simply lower your hand toward the floor. Don't move closer. Don't insist. Just place your hand there, open, waiting. If they want connection, they'll come. If they don't, you've still given them something precious: respect. Sometimes you can offer them a slow blink from across the room, a soft, wordless, "I love you." Cats understand that. To them, it's as intimate as a hug. The beauty of stillness. Something magical happens when you practice this. Your cat begins to trust you not just as their provider but as their safe space. They learn that you understand their language, that you can sit in the quiet and not demand more. And when they finally do cross the distance, when they leave their spot and curl into your lap, it means even more. Because it's not forced. It's freely given. Those moments, rare and precious, are the ones that stay in your heart forever. So ask yourself this: do you allow your cat to love you silently? Do you honor the way they show up without needing to be the center of attention? Because in those quiet moments, your cat is showing you one of the purest truths of love. That sometimes being close is enough. A gentle invitation. Have you ever had a moment where your cat just sat quietly with you? No cuddles, no noise, but it felt like the most peaceful company in the world? Share it in the comments. Your story might remind someone else that silence too is love. Thing number 4. Sleeping with something that smells like you. Close your eyes for a moment and picture this. Your cat is curled up on a chair, paws tucked in, eyes slowly closing. But look closer. The blanket they've chosen, the hoodie they've claimed, the pillow they've kneaded into a nest. It isn't random. It smells like you. To your cat, your scent is more than just a smell. It's comfort. It's safety. It's home. Why your smell matters so much. Cats live in a world painted by scent. Every whisker twitch, every soft sniff, tells them a story. When they find something that smells like you, your worn shirt, the sweater draped on the couch, even your socks tossed on the floor, they feel wrapped in a blanket of familiarity. It's not about the fabric. It's about the essence. The quiet traces of your skin, your natural oils, the rhythm of your day carried in the scent you leave behind. To your cat, your smell is like a lullaby. It tells them, you are safe. You are loved. Even if I'm not right beside you, I am with you. The secret most owners overlook. Here's what many people don't realize. Giving your cat something that smells like you can ease their anxiety, calm their nervous system, and deepen their emotional bond with you. This is especially powerful for rescue cats, kittens taken from their mothers too soon, or cats who tend to feel anxious when left alone. For them, your scent becomes the anchor in a storm. And yet, only a small number of owners ever think to do this intentionally. How to create a scent blanket of love. It's simple, and it doesn't require buying anything new. Take a soft shirt you've worn recently, something unwashed so it still carries your true scent. Place it where your cat likes to nap, on their bed, inside their hiding spot, or even on the windowsill where the sun pours in. Watch what happens. They'll sniff it first, maybe knead it gently with their paws, then curl into it as if it's the safest place in the world. You've just given them more than fabric. You've given them you. A quiet gift when you're away. This becomes even more powerful when you're gone, at work, traveling, or even just out for a few hours. Your scent lingers like a promise. I'll be back. I haven't left you. It eases separation stress, makes them feel less lonely, and helps them rest peacefully while waiting for your return. Some owners notice their cats even dragging their clothing into beds or hiding spots on their own. If your cat has ever stolen your laundry, it wasn't mischief. It was longing. An ancient memory. There's something deeply primal about this too. Think of a kitten pressed against its mother's fur, breathing in her warmth, feeling safe because her scent surrounds them. When your cat curls into your shirt, they're tapping into that earliest memory, the memory of being nurtured, cared for, and protected. In their heart, you've taken on that sacred role. So tonight, before you leave the room, consider placing something that smells like you in your cat's favorite sleeping spot. It's such a small gesture. But to them it's the world. Because your cat doesn't care about brand new toys, fancy beds, or expensive gadgets. They care about you. Your presence. Your warmth. Your scent that whispers even in your absence, you are not alone. A cozy question for you. Does your cat have a favorite item of yours they always curl up on? Maybe your hoodie, your pillow, or even your laptop when it's warm? Tell us in the comments. You might find that so many cats share the same funny, tender habit. Thing number 5. Morning greeting rituals, almost equals 800 words. The sun is barely rising. The house is quiet. And yet, somehow your cat is already awake, waiting, watching, listening for the very first sign of you. Maybe they jump onto the bed, nose pressed near your face. Maybe they meow softly outside your door. Maybe they simply sit in the hallway, patient but alert, as if saying, The day doesn't begin until you're here. Why mornings mean so much to cats? For us, mornings can feel rushed. Coffee brewing, alarms buzzing, the rush of getting ready. But for your cat, mornings are sacred. Cats are creatures of rhythm. They thrive on predictability, on little rituals that anchor their world. To them, how the day begins sets the emotional tone for everything that follows. That first moment of connection, a gentle word, a stroke on the head, a soft blink, tells your cat, "You're safe. You're seen. Today will be okay." What happens when we forget? Think of a morning when you left in a hurry. No greeting, no soft moment, just rushing out the door. Your cat noticed. They might have looked confused, lingered near their food bowl, or sat quietly by the window as you left. To you, it was just a busy day. To them, it was like a skipped heartbeat. Something they counted on was suddenly gone. Cats don't ask for much, but they crave consistency. When their rituals are broken, even in small ways, it can stir unease in their hearts. Building a gentle morning ritual. The beauty is, it doesn't take much to give them the comfort they seek. It can be as simple as a soft "good morning, buddy," whispered as you stretch. A slow blink before you even leave the bed. A tiny forehead kiss as you walk to the kitchen. Or the ritual of filling their bowl while they weave happily around your legs. These aren't chores. They're sacred threads of connection. Threads your cat feels deeply even if you don't notice. The hidden gift of rituals. Morning greetings aren't just for them. They're for you too. Think about it. Starting your day with a soft exchange of love, instead of rushing into stress, grounds you as well. Your cat reminds you to pause, breathe, and share a moment of gentleness before the world gets loud. It's a practice of presence, a reminder that love lives in the small things. A deeper truth about trust. When your cat expects and receives that morning moment, something profound is built. Trust. They learn, my human always comes through. My world is steady. I can relax. That trust ripples into the rest of your relationship. A cat who feels secure in their routines often becomes more affectionate, less anxious, and more open to deeper bonds. It's not about the food, the toy, or the pat on the head. It's about the message beneath it. I see you. I'm here. You matter. So tomorrow morning, when your cat greets you in their own quiet way, a meow, a stretch, a silent watch from the hallway, pause. Give them their ritual. Even if it's just a smile, a whisper, or a gentle stroke, you've given them a gift far greater than you realize. Because to your cat, you're not just starting the day. You're starting their day, the one they wait for, the one they trust, the one they cannot imagine without you. Gentle question for you. What's your cat's morning ritual? Do they curl on your chest, wait by the door, or dance around your feet when you wake? Share it in the comments. Together we can paint the sweetest picture of how cats say good morning. Thing number 6. Creating vertical territory layers. Close your eyes and picture the world as your cat sees it. Not from the height of a person but from the ground, low, small, surrounded by towering furniture, legs moving past, doors closing and opening. From down there, the world can feel overwhelming. But when your cat climbs, everything changes. Why cats crave height? In nature, height means safety. A branch high in a tree protects from predators below. From up there, a cat can watch the world unfold without being in danger. Even though your cat lives in the comfort of your home, this ancient instinct remains. When they leap onto a shelf, climb a scratching post, or perch on the back of the couch, they aren't being mischievous. They're seeking peace. They're claiming a throne. And when you give them vertical space, you're not just offering them furniture. You're giving them freedom, dignity, and a world they can call their own. The emotional impact of height. Cats are both predators and prey. That duality lives in their nervous system. When they're on the ground, they may feel vulnerable, constantly alert to footsteps, noises, or sudden movements. But when they're above, something magical happens. Their body relaxes, their eyes soften, their tail curls calmly around them. From above, they are the observer, not the observed. For older cats, this sense of calm becomes even more precious. It reduces stress, lowers anxiety, and gives them a place of retreat when the house feels too noisy or chaotic. Vertical territory as an expression of love. Some people think of cat trees, shelves, and perches as luxuries. But in truth, they're emotional lifelines. By giving your cat a place above, you're saying, this is your kingdom. You belong here. You are safe. And if you live in a multi-cat home, vertical layers prevent tension. Each cat can claim their own floor without having to fight for dominance on the ground. Peace is built into the architecture. How to create these sacred spaces. You don't need to redesign your home or spend a fortune. Start simple. Place a blanket on top of a dresser by the window. Clear a safe corner of a bookshelf for your cat to perch. Or add a soft pillow to the back of the couch. Or if you can, invest in a tall cat tree that becomes their personal tower. The key isn't the size or cost. It's accessibility. It's the message that says, this spot is for you. The window throne. One of the most powerful vertical spaces you can create is by the window. Cats love to watch life unfold. Birds flying, leaves drifting, people passing by. From a perch near the window, they feel part of the world without being overwhelmed by it. It becomes their theater, their meditation spot, their throne. And when they glance back at you from their perch, eyes soft with trust, it's their way of saying, thank you for giving me this gift. A memory that stays. Many cat guardians remember their cats most vividly in these elevated places, perched like little kings and queens, gazing out into the horizon. Because in those moments they aren't just animals. They're wise souls, ancient and watchful, carrying within them the quiet grace of wild ancestors. And you, the human who gave them that place, become part of that memory forever. Look around your home. Where could you create a vertical sanctuary for your cat? Where could you carve out a safe layer above the ground that whispers, this is yours, my friend. Rise and rest in peace. Because sometimes, love is not only about touch but about space, the kind of space that lets another being feel free. Gentle question for you. Does your cat have a favorite high spot? A shelf, a wardrobe, or maybe the top of the fridge? Share it in the comments. These stories remind us that cats don't just live in our homes. They rise above them, watching like little guardians of our hearts. Thing number 7. Nighttime companionship. The world grows quiet. The lights dim. And as you prepare for sleep, there's a presence that joins you. Soft paws patting across the floor, a gentle leap onto the bed, and the familiar weight of love curling beside you. Your cat has chosen to share the night with you. The ancient meaning of sleeping together. In the wild, cats would only sleep near those they trust completely. To rest is to be vulnerable. To close their eyes is to say, I believe I am safe here. When your cat chooses your bed, it is not convenience. It is devotion. They're saying that of all the places in the world, beside you is where their heart feels most secure. And for humans, there is something deeply healing in this too. The rhythmic purr, the gentle warmth, the steady presence. It's as though your cat becomes a guardian of your dreams. Why cats love sleeping beside us. At night, the bond between cat and human deepens. Warmth, your body becomes their safe heater, the comfort they seek when the world cools. Scent, cats find solace in your smell. It tells them, home. My person. My family. Protection, while you sleep they remain alert, their ancient instincts still alive. In their mind they are your silent sentinel. It's a two-way guardianship. You protect them during the day, they protect you through the night. A quiet conversation in the dark. When a cat curls against you, something happens that words cannot capture. Your breathing slows. Their purr begins. A rhythm forms, uniting two beings in a language older than speech. Some say cats absorb the stress of the day through their purr, as if they carry it away from you while you rest. Whether mystical or simply emotional, the effect is real. You wake lighter, calmer, as if their presence washed your spirit clean overnight. Nighttime rituals as emotional anchors. For many, the evening routine becomes sacred. Maybe your cat waits by the bedroom door until you arrive. Maybe they circle the bed, pawing at the blankets until you lift them. Or perhaps they sleep on your chest, their heartbeat aligning with yours. These aren't just habits. They're anchors. They tell your cat, the day is done but love remains. We are still together. When the bond deepens with age. As you grow older and as your cat grows older too, these moments take on a deeper weight. For a person over 50, nights can sometimes bring loneliness, the world growing quieter than before. But a cat's companionship transforms the night from emptiness into intimacy. Their soft weight on the bed is more than comfort. It's continuity. It's proof that no matter how many seasons pass, love still curls beside you, asking for nothing but presence. And for your cat, your steady rhythm, your warmth, your familiar scent, these are the constants they cling to in their own aging years. What happens when they don't sleep beside you? Sometimes life changes. Illness, mobility, or simply shifting preferences may lead your cat to sleep elsewhere. And though you may feel their absence deeply, remember this: the bond is not broken. They may choose a chair, a couch, a different room, but it is never rejection. It is simply their body seeking comfort in a new way. Their love for you remains constant, like a quiet flame that doesn't flicker with distance. So tonight, when your cat curls beside you, pause. Feel the warmth of their fur, the steadiness of their breath, the trust they place in you. Understand what it truly means. That in this vast world, Your cat has chosen you as their safest place, their sanctuary, their night companion. And when you close your eyes, know this: you are not alone. You never were. A small, gentle heart beats beside you, whispering into the silence. I am here. Always. Gentle question for you. Where does your cat sleep at night? On your pillow, your chest, your feet, or somewhere close enough to watch over you? Share it in the comments. Together, we'll map out the sweetest sleeping spots of our feline companions. Thing number 8. Silent communication. The power of the slow blink. There is a language between cats and humans that doesn't need words, meows, or even touch. It happens in the quiet exchange of eyes. Pause. A blink. A message carried not by sound but by stillness. This is the slow blink, the secret love letter of cats. What the slow blink means. In the wild, direct staring is a challenge, even a threat. Predators lock eyes on prey. Rivals glare at one another before a fight. But when a cat looks at you, softens their gaze, and slowly closes their eyes, they are doing something profound. They are telling you, I trust you. I feel safe with you. I don't need to watch you constantly because I know you will not harm me. In the language of cats, the slow blink is the highest form of affection. It is the opposite of fear. It is the invitation of love. How it feels for the guardian. Think back to the first time your cat gave you this gift. Maybe you were sitting quietly on the couch, reading or thinking, and you caught your cat watching you. For a moment, their eyes met yours. Then, slowly, deliberately, they closed their eyes, held the pause, and reopened them, soft, unthreatened, serene. Something inside you melted. Because in that instant you understood. They love me. They see me not as danger, but as family. No words could ever hold such purity. The science behind the blink. Researchers have studied this gesture and confirmed what cat guardians already knew. The slow blink builds trust. When humans mimic it, cats often respond in kind. The exchange becomes a dialogue. I love you. I love you too. It's a ritual of peace, a bonding act as real as touch, but gentler, subtler. A silent bond across time. Imagine, across thousands of years of coexistence, cats and humans have crafted this shared language. From temples of ancient Egypt to modern living rooms, the message has remained unchanged. We belong to one another. It is humbling to realize that something so small carries centuries of trust between species. Practicing the slow blink. Tonight, when you sit with your cat, try it. Meet their gaze softly. Relax your body. Slowly close your eyes, holding the pause for a heartbeat. Or open them again, calm and unhurried. If your cat returns the gesture, cherish it. You've just exchanged one of the deepest forms of feline affection. And even if they don't respond, know this: they noticed. They always notice. And in time, they may return the gift when you least expect it. Why it matters more as we grow older. For a guardian over 50, the slow blink becomes more than a gesture. It becomes a balm. Life may have taught you that words can fail, that people don't always say what they mean, that trust can be fragile. But here, in the gaze of your cat, none of that matters. No words, no promises, no complications. Just a blink that says, you are loved. You are safe. You are my family. It's a reminder that love doesn't always need sound. Sometimes, love lives best in silence. So the next time your cat gazes at you from across the room, pause. Don't rush past it. Meet their eyes, blink slowly, and let yourself feel the connection. Because in that single, quiet gesture lies the truth that so many humans spend lifetimes seeking. That love can be simple. That trust can be silent. That family can come with whiskers, fur, and a gaze that blinks slowly just for you. Gentle question for you. Have you ever shared a slow blink moment with your cat? If yes, how did it feel the first time? Share your story in the comments, because each blink is a little poem of trust. Thing number 9, the healing power of the purr. There's a sound that belongs only to cats. A sound that can calm storms inside the human heart. It isn't loud. It isn't commanding. It is soft, steady, and ancient. It is the purr, the secret music of healing. The mystery of the purr. For centuries, humans have listened to this vibration with wonder. Why do cats purr? And why does it feel like medicine for the soul? Science tells us that purring happens when cats contract and relax muscles within their voice box, producing vibrations that range between 25 and 150 Hz, frequencies that are known to promote healing in bones, tissues, and even reduce stress. But science alone cannot capture the full story. Because when you hear your cat purring against your chest or at your side in the night, you know there is more happening than biology. Feels like love taking sound. A gift of comfort. Cats purr for many reasons. When they're content, when they're bonding, even when they're frightened or in pain, as a form of self-soothing. But when your cat curls beside you and begins to purr, it's rarely just about them. It is a gift, a way of saying, I want you calm. I want you at peace. I want us to share this moment of safety together. That steady hum like a lullaby washes over the room. It slows your heart. It quiets your thoughts. It brings you back into the present moment, where there is only you, your cat, and the sound of trust. The healing frequencies of love. Researchers have discovered something extraordinary. The frequency of a cat's purr aligns with vibrations used in therapeutic medicine. 25 to 50 Hz promotes bone healing. 50 to 100 Hz supports tissue repair and pain relief. 100 to 150 Hz calms and eases stress. It's as if cats carry inside them a natural healing instrument, and they play it for us freely without asking for anything in return. Emotional healing beyond measure. For a guardian over 50, life often carries invisible weights. Memories, losses, long days that sometimes feel heavy. But when a cat curls against you, body vibrating with that ancient rhythm, those weights lift, even if only for a moment. Because in that sound, your soul remembers something primal. That you are not alone. That you are loved in a language older than words. That healing does not always come from medicine. Sometimes it comes from presence. The purr is a bridge between worlds. In many cultures, cats have been seen as mystical creatures, guardians of thresholds, companions to the soul. The purr is part of that mystery. It is both earthly and otherworldly, grounding yet transcendent. It connects cat to human, body to spirit, silence to sound. Some say cats absorb negative energy as they purr, transforming it into calm. Whether this is truth or poetry, the effect is undeniable. You feel better, lighter, more whole. Your cat's gift to you. The next time your cat purrs in your lap, close your eyes. Don't just hear it. Feel it. Let the vibration sink into your bones, your chest, your heart. Know that this is their way of giving back to you. For every meal you've prepared, every safe place you've given them, every gentle touch, this is their thank you. Not in words, but in the language of vibration. Not with promises, but with presence. So listen. Listen closely. Beneath the sound of the purr lies something deeper. It is not just comfort. It is not just sound. It is the heartbeat of love, transformed into music you can feel. And perhaps that is why cats purr most often when they are close to us. Because healing is not just for them. It is for us too. When does your cat purr the most? While cuddling, during bedtime, or even when greeting you at the door? Share your purr moments in the comments. Let's weave together the healing symphony of our feline family. Thing number 10. The legacy of love. When cats become our forever memory. Every story has an ending, but love never truly ends. When we speak of our cats, we are not just speaking of animals we shared a home with. We are speaking of souls who stitched themselves into the fabric of our lives. Their presence becomes memory, and memory becomes legacy. The quiet immortality of cats in our hearts. When a beloved cat curls by your side, their warmth feels eternal. You forget that time moves forward, that days pass. But one day life reminds us, nothing in the physical world lasts forever. Yet here is the secret. Cats never really leave us. Even when their paws no longer press against the earth, their imprint stays inside us. In the way we pause before bed, expecting a soft weight at our feet. In the way we glance toward a sunny spot on the floor, remembering how they loved to nap there. In the way silence sometimes carries echoes of a purr we can still feel in our chest. The gift they leave behind. Cats teach us in ways they don't even know. They remind us to rest in the sunlight, to stretch often, to savor the small things, to love without demanding. And when they are gone, these lessons remain. Their legacy is not just memory, it is transformation. Because we are softer than before. Kinder. More patient. More attuned to the beauty in little things. That is the mark of true love. It changes who we are forever. How memory becomes comfort. At first, memories can ache. The empty chair, the unused toy, the collar that rests quietly in a drawer. They stir grief like waves in a restless sea. But over time, memory shifts. The sharpness fades and warmth takes its place. The sorrow softens into gratitude. We find ourselves smiling when we think of their quirks. The way they pawed at our arm, the way they blinked slowly from across the room, the way they insisted on sleeping in the most inconvenient spots. In those smiles, the healing begins. And we realize they are still with us. Just in a different way. Love that outlives time. There is a truth many cat guardians feel in their bones. Our cats choose us. And once chosen, that bond never dissolves. Perhaps in this life they curl beside us. And in another, they wait by a gate of light, purring, ready to meet us again. Who's to say love does not transcend time? Cats seem to know secrets we don't. And maybe one of those secrets is that love never dies, it only changes form. For the guardian over 50. With age we learn that farewells are part of living. But we also learn something deeper, that the love we give is never wasted. Every meal we prepared, every gentle stroke of their fur, every moment of laughter and comfort, it all lives on. Not just in memory but in the way it shaped us. We are different because of them. Better because of them. That is their eternal gift. The final reflection. So if your cat is still with you, cherish this moment. Stroke their fur, listen to their purr, treasure the silent blinks they offer you. And if your cat has already crossed that unseen bridge, hold their memory close, not as loss, but as proof that you loved deeply and were loved in return. Because cats never really belong to us. They belong to eternity. We are simply blessed to share a chapter of our lives with them. If your cat has already left this world, what is the memory that makes you smile the most when you think of them? Share it below. Let us weave a tapestry of love that never fades. And if your cat is still here, sleeping safely in your home, pause for a moment, look at them and whisper thank you. Because one day that moment will become your forever memory.